We've been tackling the border track that runs between Victoria and South Australia through the Naracoorte Conservation Park. The rugged Mallee Wilderness is home to more than 100 species of birds.
There's one. Oh, there he is. Baby emu. Awesome.
And keep your eyes peeled. There are some deadly locals too.
Because there's a nice little 1.5 metre eastern brown just off the track here. You wouldn't believe it.
But if we could wind back the clock 60,000 years, the wildlife out here was very different. This painting shows that along with some of the animals of today, there were giant predatory marsupials, huge snakes and towering kangaroos. And that ancient time is being uncovered just a few hours' drive south at the world-renowned Naracoorte Caves.
Wow, just opens up, doesn't it?
Our guide to the underworld is paleontologist Dr. Liz Reed, who knows more about what was here back then than just about anyone.
Oh, wow.
Special, isn't it?
It's hard not to think about words like cathedral in there, isn't it?
As beautiful as the formations are, it's another part of the cave that really excites scientists.
So what you're looking at here is what we call a sediment section, and can you see all the layers, different coloured layers? So each one of these layers is kind of like a time capsule. So it has information about the past environment, about the animals, even about the plants that were here. So I like to think of them a bit like underground libraries. This cave has been collecting through the entrance sediments and animals and information about the past for hundreds of thousands of years.
And some of the animals that you will have found evidence of 100,000 years ago, completely different to today, or is there still some that have survived through that period?
So we had western grey kangaroos hopping beneath the feet of giant diprotodons. You know, it was the Australian bush minus now a few of the key players.
And the remains of big players are being uncovered in the nearby Victoria Cave.
So this is like the pitfall animals would have fallen into. We can imagine hurtling through the bush in the middle of the night if you're a kangaroo and all of a sudden the ground opens up. And without our lights, this is black. I mean, it is pitch black.
Over hundreds of thousands of years, animals fell through the holes in the earth. Unlucky for them, but lucky for Liz.
Here we go, Pat. This is the real deal. This is a bed of fossils of animals that fell into this cave from about 300,000 years to 500,000 years ago. And there's lots of different species, including giant marsupials and even a 5 metre long extinct snake.
So it's an ancient graveyard, really.
It really is. You know, won't see this anywhere in the world. This is the cream of the crop for this time period and for Australian megafauna, and it's the reason it's World Heritage. It's the best one to see this remarkable record.
Among the discoveries, towering 250 kilogram kangaroos and wombat-like marsupials weighing more than 2 tonnes, which got me thinking.
Technical question for you.
Yep.
I love going through the bush and seeing those cube-shaped
Yep.
poos of wombats, our regular ones. What sort of poos would you be getting out the back of one of those? Because they're like 2 tonne, aren't they?
Yeah, 2.5 tonne. Yeah, probably regular, very regular animal. I don't know we've ever found diprotodon droppings, but it'd be interesting to speculate. I'd say there'd be a pretty big pile.
Maybe Bessabricks.
Maybe Bessabricks. I don't know if they've got the same control as the wombat and have the cube shape, but you know, incidentally, being a scientist, if we did find them, I'd be really stoked, because what we can do is analyse the content of those and pollen, etc., that they've actually ingested, and if they're young enough, the fossils, even DNA, and we can tell you what he had for breakfast before he died.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
To get a real sense of that whopping wombat size, outside the cave is a life-sized model.
Very big.
Gee, I've enjoyed myself on this tour. I've just learned so much. And I mean, one of the things I've learned is that they're finding new caves around this area every 5 or 6 weeks, often on private land. And in this cave itself, this system is over 5 kilometres long. So there's a lot to see. So make sure you save a little bit of time to come and see this beautiful World Heritage slice of Australia.
Next, an aquatic wonderland. And we'll show you how to make a really simple dessert. And later, having a blast on some of the best dunes in the country.
And make sure you check out the Mr 4x4 app at mr4x4.com.au.